Hello and welcome, gorgeous humans, beautiful souls, luminous goddesses. I'm Alicia Lucas Hall,
And I'm Eva Lucas.
and we're coming to you from the Crystalline Ascension Mystery School Temple. And today we're going to be speaking about the new beauty, elegance, and grace frequencies that are actualizing here and in our reality, and how awakening your inner beauty, elegance, and grace codes will allow you to create your experience and experience your new path of beauty, which we feel is living your journey in sacred oneness with your inner beauty and the world's outer beauty on a whole new level. It is the act of witnessing the beauty of the unseen and the seen, living creations that you can feel so that you can feel more alive, feel more connected and more unified with both your inner and your outer worlds, which really elevates your life, your business, your legacy, and your spirituality. So, the more we as humanity are walking our path of beauty, the more beauty we are creating into actualization into our current reality. So, it's like we're actualizing the pieces to create and witness more of heaven on earth. So, this is episode 8 of Sacred Souls Sparkles, which is a divine series where we are speaking into the ways of creating spiritual luxury in your inner world for deeper fulfillment and your extraordinary soulful life and soul illuminated legacy into your outer worlds for greater impact.
Beautiful. Yes. As you were speaking too, I was like, the message to release is really, we are going so much into the unknown and the unseen that we've never went on these territories before. And we really have to give ourselves gentleness, grace, ease, and beauty to walk through it, right? So that we're walking through it with ease. It'll be discomfortable because this is what it's all new, but we don't have to allow it to pull us back. Let's move forward with it in this energy of ease and grace, right? And when I was tuning into Gaia and the channeling aspect, it was really showing me that we will be walking tall in our avatar self with the utmost action of grace and kindness to go within and really touch our inner core of who we truly are and really begin spreading like the swan does, like the angelic yet powerful wings, and soar each moment. And when I was tuning into the swan sits so gracefully with its purity, its loyalty, and its most elegant self. But when it stands, right, and it opens its opulent wings, it's ready to take off and to move forward, and it's breathed that into your authentic avatar self, is what it was showing me.
Yeah, beautiful. And I think too that you can tell that Eva has the panther behind her, and we're going to be speaking more into the swan, panther, and I would say the butterfly. That those animal medicines came to us in regards to show us more of the actualization of the beauty, grace, and elegance coding. And what I want to say that through that, what we have noticed, it was through color that is actualizing in our current reality that we notice that these codes are, that's the way that they're actualizing for us to witness. Just then that way you understand our interpretation, because we're going to be speaking a lot about the colors that we're seeing in our physical reality at this time. And then if mom, you wanted to share your example of what you saw, what was going on.
Yeah, color has always been a huge part of my life. Even as a child, even when my children were very young, I always used color. I was just attracted to how to use color for whether it was healing. I didn't know these things, right? It just really, really came to me. So I remember being a lover of color at an early age, and I used it for like swaddling my daughters in colors when they weren't feeling well. I don't know if you remember that, Leisha. I
Some
had
of
a
them.
favorite. Yeah, I had this favorite white blanket, when they were had fevers, or I had this yellow one when it was their bellies. And, I just used a lot of color to do their healings. Or for myself, I love wearing vibrant colors, right? Like whether, yes, I'm wearing, because tiger is my utmost favorite as from a teenager, that has not left me. So I just love playing out my life with different kind of colors, clothes, because they really do have a frequency, like clothes, color, everything has a frequency inside of it. And it's up to us as individuals to put them on, to utilize them, to bring in their medicine and really move forward. So I felt this was about 2 years ago, maybe three. There was a powerful array of celestial vibrant colors, very neon effect. And I use these colors as bringing in elixirs, medicines for the physical body. And I went into the realm of the celestial forest, not it just came to me, it was for very deep healing, but activations that were really super powerful for the body, mind, and the spirit, right? We took people on a lot of journeys up to the celestial forest for whether it was for, like I said, like a physical ailment or for bringing in their authenticity or their uniqueness and really bringing aliveness, because we are with heaven on earth, we're really about aliveness and bringing that into our physical body here. But lately I've been pulled to really soft creams, purples, the softer shades of color. And I look forward to really exploring this in my immediate future, because I always like the bold, like, the like the standout, the neon, the fluorescent. Those were always my favorite. And all of a sudden it's like splashing me, like really coming in powerfully of soft colors, and how the softness of color will assist with the softening of our physical lives. And the first thing I was shown was the nervous system, to really quiet it down with these softer colors. So if anyone is listening that needs to quiet down their nervous system, perhaps play with dressing in softer colors, softer fabrics, or surrounding your environment with softer colors, soft music, soft thoughts, soft yet powerful footprints. So soft to me, they were showing me, is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength that easily flows to the mental and emotional bodies. And when people are loud and thoughts are screaming of you, like, what do you do? I have a tendency, if I can't hear them. When people are really loud and there's too much going on, I almost like, I can't hear you. So it's really about softening the noise around you as a person. Like, we all have sovereignty. We could go within and see what specific colors um that you need for you to increase your frequency. And like I said, like, each of us will see colors differently, the frequency, the meaning, the definition behind it. But what a beautiful thing to do is to explore color in our lives.
Yeah, definitely. That's an amazing journey with the color and frequencies on how and how, like you had said, that the softer colors are not a sign of weakness, which is really great. And this is what we discovered about the swan and the panther, that they each had hidden powers behind them that were unseen. So at first we began to decide what we were taking pictures for Crystalline Ascension, and we were deciding what colors to use. And we opted in for this beautiful white clothing, and we decided to take pictures by the lighthouse, by the water. They were very elegant, and we felt very beautiful inside this color of clothing and this color that was emanating from these pictures. And then we had moved to our as mom talked about colors, and she's also likes clothing and wardrobe changes. So when fall came, we decided to take new sets of pictures to imbibe our post and imbibe Crystalline Ascension through. And we switched over to the forest, and we were really intuitively searching for clothing that would represent the power again without using the color white, or to bring in, I guess you could say, that elegance and grace, but into a more bolder color. Anyways, we had chosen these, I think mom's was more, it could be panther, cheetah print, and I had chosen this dark silvery gray with that shine to it. But we went into the forest. So we took our pictures, and that felt really powerful as well. It was later on that we discovered that we were seeing more swan messages and more panther messages, and realizing that we had imbibed more of that swan into the first pictures, and we imbibed more of that panther medicine into the second pictures. And they were inviting us to go deeper. And what we really discovered about the swan is that on the outer appearance, that the swan is very elegant, it's very beautiful, it's very graceful. And the hidden coding with inside the swan medicine was its power. It was its bite. We read about the very powerful essence that it holds. And it was as though the swan and the panther too was wanting to be seen for all of its truth, in its wholeness, and not just what that typical outer first impression appearance is for that. They wanted to be upgrading their consciousness in the relationship. So we found that and discovered that. And then in the panther, we discovered more of its very grace codes that was hidden. We know that panthers walk gracefully, but when you think of a panther, it's more about the power. So you immediately see that first impression. So we were pulling out all these hidden codes. There's more to it, but that was the surface level, as we can explain it, that we were seeing from the swan and the panther. And as we were going into the water, into the forest, and the way that we felt that these codes were actualizing in the physical were more about the color. So we were walking through the forest, and we had felt it was the first time we've ever really seen beautiful different shades of pinks on the leaves that were falling. I mean, we've always seen the reds, the orange, and the yellows, but these beautiful pink was really standing out, and they were holding these beautiful I don't know how to say, elegant and compassion, different frequencies, and these different levels or layers of beauty frequencies were really shining through. And it was also as everyone, not everyone, but there was a lot more people posting online beautiful pictures of the sun and sunsets, where different shades of pinks and the reds and the oranges again. But I feel that though that the swan and the panther that activated within us was to really ascend these codes within us. So we really dive deep in and knew that we had these swan and panther codes within us, and to really awaken them and awaken all of this wholeness and really transcend it and ascend it to its higher level of frequency, so we are able to embody these frequencies within these higher consciousness coding within us, and to really emanate this out with all that we wear, with all that we present, or how we're speaking, to really tap in and tune into these elegant grace and beauty codes within us. Mom, I don't know if you had anything else to share.
Yeah, the way if you're listening right now, you're probably imagining the swan and the panther, right, in your visions right now. So really tune in to see what that is coming up for you. What is your definition of the swan medicine or the panther medicine? And Leisha had covered a whole lot over there, but the one thing that I wanted to talk about the swan was, it's very petite, it's very elegant, it's very dainty, but like Leisha said, it's very powerful. And I feel like when I'm setting my boundaries, that's where the swan comes in for me, right? Because you could be compassionate, you could be loving, you could be all these angelic, beautiful things, but without boundaries. Boundaries are so, so, so important, more so now than ever. I feel that the swan does this elegantly and gracefully. So I don't know about you, Leisha. What is, if you think of one way that you've been bringing in the swan into your life?
Oh, yes, definitely. When you were even speaking about that, it reminded me how much of, even more so, that I've amped up my energetic frequency or my energetic boundaries. That, we wouldn't physically stick our finger out, even though the swan's beautiful. You wouldn't put your finger out because you know that the swan probably will bite your finger, and it's known to actually attack people. So it's that is the kind of boundary I have created more so this year for my energetic boundaries. Not even putting your finger inside my energetic field, or that's the kind of power I want to hold energetically, but it's done so gracefully and beautifully on the outer impression that you might, wearing those white, you might see myself, I'm only 5'2" or 5'3", very tiny myself, and then, but on a energetic level, holding that very beautiful, powerful frequency and knowing that I am here and this is my boundary line, I guess you can say. So that's how I was inviting that in. But I feel like more of the panther, I needed more of the panther within me. And I think that has come through a little bit more within the business aspect of myself, being more bold, stepping more into the own unknown, because the business aspect of me, on a human level, really doesn't know any kind of business skill. So really stepping in there boldly and going forward again with the elegance and beauty, having that more smoother of a journey. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, the panther, I'm all about feline. I've always liked anything like, tiger, the lion, the cheetah, the panther, like anything like that. So the panther showed up for me many years ago when I stepped away from making the old paradigm vision boards. And I began to make my council vision boards of who I wanted in my circle, right? Um, and to assist me in my growth. And the panther showed up and it became a medicine for me. It became my protector as I went into the darkest parts of my inner jungle. And through the panther's x ray vision, I was able to see more clearly and travel through it with the speed of light, right? Because the panther holds the power of mysticism and the safety of darkness. I sometimes ran alongside with my panther and my tiger. Like, I would just be free and just run with them through my own inner jungles. And I used to remember playing with them, tumbling with them. They were my inner guides. They were my deeper spiritual visions, right? My physical strength when I was in doubt. The panther is great, graceful, yet swift, and supports one in learning how to become decisive more quickly, right? It's not like, oh, let's think of this for the next year. No, it's let's make quick decisions. Let's be decisive and be so grateful. Like I'm also grateful that they came into my life and allowed me to journey with them as I continue to move forward and continue to journey with them.
Beautiful. As you were speaking there, the vision that I was seeing, and I invite you to also tune into this as you were speaking, I can see this beautiful white, I would say these white celestial panthers running and these beautiful celestial swans swimming ever so gracefully. And I'm actually seeing this big, huge celestial butterfly flapping its wings and it's they're each of them are traveling on land, in water, in the air, and they're all traveling and delivering these beautiful elegance, grace and beauty codes also differently, also uniquely, all for you to tap into. And really, these codes are available for you to tune into, and also inviting you to see a bigger perspective of each of them, each of their medicines that they have to offer. Each of these, if you look at the word grace or elegance or beauty, they're inviting you to go deeper into the words that like into the word, and to really see all of them and see what is hidden, what is the hidden power behind each word that you may not have seen before, and to really step into this. I wanted to just see if there's anything else that I'm receiving here, but yes, each of these words want to be ascended to their next level. Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm going to listen to this myself and go into that journey. It sounds amazing, amazing.
Yes.
And along with the panther, allow the panther to become large enough that you could sit and ride on it and allow him to take you to a place in your life at where you are at this moment, where you require more strength, more courage, more clarity, and perhaps more speed to make that powerful decision. See the vision, and for the panther medicine, really start questioning how can it assist you. Like these are tools, right? They come to us for a reason, and for me it's a tool to move forward, right? And not to stay stagnant, but to use it, to utilize it. How am I going to use it in my physical life? How am I going to use it in my spiritual life? And just see where the panther takes you. Or perhaps you just need to bottle that panther essence and place it in your heart and go ahead and feel the connection of this magnificent creature, right? It's up to us to format our own personal medicines from all these creations, all these creatures all around us.
Yeah. So it's a reminder, like you had said, from the unseen and the seen consciousness. They each
Mm-hmm.
have those beautiful encoded frequencies, or kind of like that soul technology for you to upgrade yourself and activate those codings or those frequencies that align, that are already within you. So do share within the comments below if you have been noticing more of the physical colors change around you, whether it be in the sky, in the forest, or if you are also too being called to step into new and different colors, whether you're wearing the colors or um, after my encounter with a butterfly that I felt that had come back to life and had some more beauty codes to deliver. um, for my physical, I have a physical organizer, and when I'm choosing my new organizer, I happened to see a pink one and I had a big beautiful golden butterfly on it. I thought, oh, perfect. I want to imbibe all of my structures of how I'm scheduling my appointments for myself or scheduling results for myself in these beautiful beauty codes. I'm imbibing more colors into my life in different ways and forms. So again, if you are committed to awakening or creating and experiencing your highest path of beauty so that you can feel more alive, more connected, and more union with both your inner and your outer worlds, so that you can create your soul illuminated life and your elevated legacy impact, we invite you to schedule a call with us, in which we'll share the link in the description below. But again, thank you so much for everyone for joining us live or watching the replay, and much love until we meet again. Bye for
Bye for
now.
now.